Hajj packages become more expensive as government makes announcement for Bangladeshis. PM asks authorities concerned to construct mini stadiums in Upajilas within scheduled time. 8 people die, more than 200 injured as protesters clash with police in Sri Lanka. Assalamu alaikum. This is Chaudhry Sama welcoming you all to Evening News. You have just heard the headlines. Now let's move on to the details. The government has proposed Taka 4,56,530 Hajj package this year under private management, around Taka 94,730 more than that of 2020. It has set Taka 4,62,150 Hajj package under government management, which is Taka 1,02,150 more than that of 2020. Apart from this cost, each Hajj pilgrim will have to spend an additional Taka 19,683 for Qurbani. State Minister for Religious Affairs Faridul Haq Khan announced the Hajj packages after a meeting of the Executive Committee on Hajj Management at the Secretariat. The Hajj Agencies Association of Bangladesh, HUB, a platform of private Hajj tour operators, will formally announce its Hajj package rate at a press conference at a Dhaka hotel on Thursday, the association said in a press release. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on Wednesday distributed the National Sports Award to 85 sports organizers and players in recognition to their glorious contribution to the country's sports arena. The Prime Minister joined the award distribution ceremony, which was held at Osmani Memorial Auditorium as the chief guest from her official residence, Ganabhavan. The PM asked the authorities concerned to provide the award every year for encouraging players as well as organizers and for the overall progress of the sports. On behalf of the Prime Minister, State Minister for Youth and Sports, Mohammad Jahid Hassan Russell handed over the awards among the recipients and addressed the occasion as its chair. Addressing the ceremony, the PM said all the stadiums situated at the district headquarters should be open for all forms of games. She also said the authorities concerned should not waste any more time to set up planned mini stadiums at Upajila headquarters.
এ পর্যন্ত 186টি উপজেলায় মিনি স্টেডিয়াম নির্মাণ কাজ শুরু হয়েছে আর আরও 171টি উপজেলায় শেখ রাসেল মিনি স্টেডিয়াম নির্মাণের লক্ষ্যে প্রয়োজনীয় কার্যক্রম গ্রহণ করা হয়েছে। তবে আমি মনে করি এ ব্যাপারে যথেষ্ট সময় নেওয়া হচ্ছে, যাতে আরও সময় না নেওয়া হয় সেটা দেখতে হবে। প্রতি জেলায় যে স্টেডিয়ামগুলি শুধু ওটাকে ক্রিকেট স্টেডিয়াম বললে ওটা ব্যবহার হয় না, সেই কারণে এই স্টেডিয়ামগুলি সকল খেলার জন্য উন্মুক্ত করে দিতে হবে।
Road Transport and Bridges Minister Badal Qadir today said that the Podda multipurpose bridge would be inaugurated in the last week of June. The ministry will fix the inaugurating date of the bridge after getting PM's schedule, he said at a briefing held at the Shetu Bhavan in the capital this morning. The minister also said that the summary of proposed toll rates for using the bridge was also sent to the Prime Minister for her approval. Replying to another question, he said what they would hand over the bridge to the Podda Rail Link project in July.
প্রকল্পের সার্বিক অগ্রগতি শতকরা 93.50 আগামী মাসের শেষ দিকে পদ্মা সেতু উদ্বোধনের প্রস্তুতি নিচ্ছি। মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রী যেদিনই সময় দেবেন ঠিক সেদিনই আমরা বহু প্রত্যাশিত পদ্মা সেতুর উদ্বোধনের জন্য প্রস্তুতি নিচ্ছি।
BNP senior leader Iqbal Hasan Mahmud Tuku on Wednesday alleged that the ruling Awami League wants the electronic voting machines, EVMs, to be used in all 300 seats in the next national election as part of its fresh plot to rig vote digitally instead of stuffing ballots. He was talking to journalists after placing a wreath at BNP founder Ziaur Rahman's grave together with the leaders of the party's newly made Chatpur District Unit Committee. The daytime voting was held at night in the last election, he said, adding that they now want the use of EVMs so that the ballots need not to be stuffed at night. Tuku also said By using the EVMs, the ruling party will take 80% of votes, showing 90% of votes cast.
যাতে দিনের ভোর রাতে করতে না হয়, ওই ডিসি সাহেবের অফিসে বসে প্রোগ্রাম নিজেদের মতো তৈরি করে 80% ওই 90% ভোট কাস্ট দেখে 80% তারা নেবে, সেই ষড়যন্ত্র করছে তারা। ভদ্রলোক একবার ভদ্রতা করলে সে ভদ্রতার মূল্য না দিলে পরে ভদ্রলোক যে খারাপ হতে পারে, এটা তারা চিন্তা করে না। তোমাদেরকে কি কোন ট্রাস্টে তাদের সাথে আমরা নির্বাচনে যাব? তারা সব ট্রাস্ট নষ্ট করছে। আমরা আন্দোলন করব।
A Dhaka court granted bail to suspended Jubo League leader Ismail Hussain Chaudhry Shamrat today in a case filed against him by the Anti-Corruption Commission over amassing illegal wealth. Judge Al-Assad Mohammad Asifuzzaman of Dhaka Special Judge Court 6 passed the order this morning. Earlier, Shamrat secured bail in 3 cases, among 4 filed against him. Now, there is no legal bar to release of Shamrat from jail, said Shamrat's lawyer Ehsan Al-haj Shamachi. On November 12, 2019, ACC filed the case against him after investigations alleging that he acquired assets worth around Taka 2.95 crore beyond his known income sources. Deputy Director of the ACC and Investigation Officer Jahangir Alam presented the charge sheet before the Metropolitan Session Judges Court on November 26, 2020. Now international. Sri Lanka witnessed a second night of arson attacks on Tuesday, with properties damaged in the town of Negombo near the capital Colombo. A mob torched a luxury holiday resort owned by the son of the former Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa. On Monday, frustration at the country's economic crisis spilled over after government supporters attacked protesters who want President Gotabaya Rajapaksa to quit. 8 people have since died. More than 200 are believed to have been injured in the clashes. Sri Lanka had already seen weeks of protest over its dire financial situation. On Monday night, mobs burned more than 50 houses belonging to politicians, reports say, while a controversial museum dedicated to the Rajapaksa family was also razed to the ground in the country's south. A Palestinian-American journalist has been shot dead while reporting for Al Jazeera on a raid by Israeli forces in the occupied West Bank city of Jenin. The Qatar-based network said Sherin Abu Akla, 51, was shot deliberately and in cold blood by Israeli troops. Her producer was also shot and wounded. Israel's Prime Minister said it was likely they were shot by Palestinian gunmen during an exchange of fire. It comes amid a surge in violence between Israel and the Palestinians. The Palestinian president said he held the Israeli government fully responsible for what he described as a crime of execution. The Israeli military said its soldiers and security forces conducted a raid on the Jenin refugee camp early on Wednesday to apprehend terrorist suspects. Before ending, let's have a look on the headlines once again. Hajj packages become more expensive as government makes announcement for Bangladeshis. PM asks authorities to construct mini stadiums in Upajilas within set time frame. 8 people die, more than 200 injured as protesters clashed with police in Sri Lanka. And that's all from the newsroom for now. To know updates videos of this bulletin, visit our website www.ntvbd.com. Besides, visit our YouTube and verified Facebook page for updates over NTV's all popular programs and bulletins. Our next bulletin, Shundar Khabur, will be aired in Bangla at 7:30 p.m. Thank you for being with us. Have a good time.